Well, if you don't go home and get some sleep and stop worrying, you're not going to be any use to her or yourself.
No, I've made up my mind, Judy. I'm not going to back out now. I don't care if it's legal or not. I've got to help her, no matter what it takes.
Yeah, I know, love. And don't forget, you're not in this on your own.
I know, Jude.
Will you drink that? Yes?
I've got your whistle now. See how easily I can get to you. Anytime I want.
And you didn't get the maker car that followed you home?
Oh, no, it was so dark, all I could see was the headlights. He must have come in here and then driven around and waited for me. He must know me, know my movements. Oh, it's so awful to think that there's somebody out there watching me.
Hey, Mum, it's all right. He'll be miles away from here by now. Just answer the inspector's questions and leave it up to him.
No one else has got a key to this flat?
No.
And you didn't recognise the voice on the phone?
No, I'm quite sure. I mean, he was trying to disguise it, I do know that.
What about enemies? Have you got any?
Not that I know of. No, I don't think so.
What about from work?
Oh, it's hard to tell, but... No, I don't think so.
Think harder, you're a prison officer. There must be women out to get you.
I just told you! I can't think of anyone. Oh, for God's sake, I would if I could. I'm sorry. Just no use to this sort of thing.
No, of course not, but questions have got to be asked. We've got nothing to go on.
I realise that.
Inspector, Mum's pretty upset at the moment. I don't think she could tell you any more anyway.
All right, son. Have you got somebody to stay the night with you, Mrs. Morris?
It's all right. Yeah, I'll spend the rest of the night with her. You've got nothing to worry about now, Mum.
Hi, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Yeah, well, you got a minute? Because I got a problem. I just had a phone call from that bastard Blackman.
Oh, still aggro about the 10,000, eh?
Oh, you could say that. He's taking me to court.
Oh, he's bluffing.
Oh, if only he were. He's threatening legal action on behalf of Sharon. Reckons she's entitled to the money.
Right, well, you get onto your solicitor and see what he says to do.
Oh, I already have, and some of my solicitor's friends. They all say the same thing. I have Buckley's chance of winning if it goes to court.
Are you kidding? She's been brainwashed. Once they see that, you've got a very good chance.
Oh, it's not that simple. She's legally entitled to the money.
No. If you know that she is going to spend that money badly, you have every right to refuse to sign it over to her.
They all say the same thing. The only chance I have is if I have her declared illegally a nutcase.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Judy, I just can't do that to my own sister. Get her out of the potty, sure, but that...
There must be something we can do.
Well, I've only got one chance, and that is if I can get in to see her and try and talk some sense into her.
Oh, forget that. He'd never let you in now.
Oh, I think he will. I said I would hand over the money without any hassles if he'd just let me see her.
Did he agree?
Oh, anything to get his hands on the money. Anyway, I'm going over to the Celestial Garden now. Are you coming with me?
You bet. I'll get my keys.
Last. I was hoping I wouldn't see that lot till tomorrow. Are the Rosters there too?
Yes, they are, Governor. There you are. Oh, did you want to see me about something?
Oh, yes. We've got a remand prisoner coming in this morning, Petra Roberts. Let me know when she comes, will you?
Of course. And what's she in for?
She's being charged with murder. I understand she killed her father.
Oh, sounds a nice little piece of work.
Well, we don't know that yet, do we? I'll have a word with her after she's spent the 24 hours in solitary.
Of course. Oh, any news of Mr. Douglas yet?
Yes, he's been charged with corruption. Apparently they don't want to make a big thing of it, so perhaps we shouldn't say anything.
Of course not. Pity, though. He was a good department man.
He may have been at one time, but I don't think the department would agree with you at the moment. As far as they're concerned, he's a criminal. And quite frankly, I agree with them.
That is terrible. Listen, I told you should have gone to the police when you first got the calls.
I know, but I just didn't think it'd turn out to be so dangerous.
Well, at least they know now. What are they going to do?
Well, they think it's serious enough to put the place under 24-hour surveillance.
Good.
And they're going to tap the phone. Yeah, it was awful, and I went to pieces when they started to question me. And now I keep looking at everyone, thinking it's the boyfriend of one of the women or something.
Listen, why don't you go home? I'm sure Mrs. Reynolds would give you the day off if you asked.
Oh, no, I couldn't spend all day in the flat by myself.
Well, you're not going to be alone tonight. I'll come and stay with you.
Oh, no, what about your family?
Oh, God, they'd understand. And I think they're old enough to look after themselves.
Well, I would appreciate the company. I can't expect Marty to spend all his leave looking after me. I mean, he has been very good. But I don't think he realises just how frightening it was. No man could.
That little tune was played for Mr. and Mrs. Andrews of County Lane in Sussex. A request all the way from their daughter in Australia.
Come on, Maxine, get a wriggle on those towels. They're not going to fold themselves.
Oh, bloody hell, you know, I reckon Brandy's better off than the rest of us. She might be in a funny farm, but at least she's not slaving away in a bloody sweatshop.
To his old friends.
Shut up, you buggers!
Contact Mrs. Mary Downs,
Pixie, get serious, they're right on.
Mrs. Elizabeth Birdsworth, and Mr. Alan
Hang on,
Simpson.
that's your name they called out, isn't
Anyone
it?
who wants to contact him can write to him at 14 Ovington Gardens,
Take this down, somebody.
SW6. Once again, 14 Ovington Gardens, Knightsbridge, SW6.
SW6, got
And now
that?
the next
Yeah, I
record
got
is
it.
for Mrs. Faye Martin
I
from
knew
Bondi
it.
Junction.
That's old
Ready,
Foxy was a mate of mine when Blossom nipped off. Oh, God, he was a smasher. We had all the floozies running after him. Oh, he was lovely.
Yeah, well, I bet he left you alone.
Cut it out, you cheeky little possum. I wasn't bad looking when I was young. Here, Lizzie, you going to write to him? Oh, I could not after all these years. Oh, why not? I mean, a bloke's a bloke, even if he is thousands of miles away. You never know. He might be looking for a new wife or something.
I'll drop him a line myself.
Welcome, sisters, to this earthly paradise.
Sharon.
Peace Bird. That's my name now, didn't they tell you?
I want you to come away with us.
Come away?
Yes, right now.
But why? This is my home.
Don't be ridiculous. Do you know what these people are doing to you? You've been brainwashed.
That's not true. They're my people now. I thought you realised that.
The only thing I realise is that you are going to stuff up your life if you stay here.
You're wrong. I'm happy. For the first time in my life. I belong here.
You belong out there. Oh, look, come with us. I'll take you home. I'll get you a job. It'll all be different.
My work on Earth is my job.
I mean a real job? You know, the sort that pays you money instead of the other way round?
You don't understand. I've been initiated. Tomorrow I go into the streets with my brothers and my sisters to spread the word of perfect truth.
Oh, God.
Sharon, Helen's your sister. She cares about you. These people here don't really care. They couldn't. I mean, they don't know you well enough.
They soon will. I'm to be married.
Married? Who the hell to?
Whoever's chosen. It'll come to my leader in his prayers.
You can't just marry some guy because that ratbag says so.
Look, I'm sorry. I have to go. It's my meditation hour. I'll pray for you both.
Sharon!
Now, please don't follow me. Non-believers aren't allowed in the celestial garden.
Can't get over hearing about old Foxy after all these years. Wonder what the old bugger's been up to.
Well, you'll soon find out.
Maybe.
Oh, come on, Lizzie, you've got to write.
Well, I don't know. Lots of things have changed in 40 years.
Yeah, well, he's got older too, you know.
Yeah. Probably only the two of us left. A couple of the people whose names were called cashed in their chips years ago.
Is that what's worrying you? Look, he is still alive and kicking, and so are you. Just put pen to paper, will you?
Oh, it's not just that.
What's worrying you now?
Well, He doesn't know I'm doing time, and it'd be a hell of a shock to him if he found out.
Well, he doesn't have to. You're the one that's writing a letter. You can say what you like.